get to Hyperion, I'll need an edge. A new watch, a pistol, and whatever else Q's got lying around. Thanks for the tip, Bridget.
Credentials incorrect. Access denied.
Playing favorites, eh? Q has total access. All I need's a fingerprint. What was the last thing he touched? Got a fingerprint. Now how to get it off the glass. This should do the job. Damn. It's only a partial print. What else could be good for a clean print? Another partial. I'll just grab it if you don't mind. At last. One whole print. Now let's see if I'm right. Thank you, Bridget. The watch and the pistol to go. The high score. Seriously, Waters?
Armory access granted.
Too easy. Hello there. I've been looking everywhere for you. Just the watch to go.
Cease fire. Personnel detected on range. Identity verified. Welcome back, Q.
Maybe I would have made a half-decent agent after all.
Q credentials inconclusive. Running diagnostics.
Don't worry, I'll be in and out. Thanks, Q. Promise to take better care of this one.
Q not detected.
What?
Initiating
No,
lockdown.
wait! Now, how do I get out of here? Come on, think. What would Crest do? Starting a fire or setting off an explosion?
Explosion chamber lockdown
Right.
engaged.
You're taking this lockdown quite seriously, aren't you? There's a laser.
Laser
Sounds destructive.
charge operational.
Well, this might open a few doors.
Explosion chamber lockdown disengaged. Laser deactivated.
Shutter lock gone. Nothing to it.
Access granted.
Now, what's a beauty like you doing in a place like this? Okay. Let's not stick around.
Explosion
Cover.
test commencing
Fast.
in 10, 9,
This car's
8,
blast-proofing better be field
7,
ready, Q.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Even Montgomery will struggle with this mess. Sorry, Q. Here's to new openings. That's everything. Time to go.
Hello, James.
I wondered if you'd made it out alive.
With the 7 kinds of hell you raised, I practically walked out the front door.
Happy to be of assistance. What do you want?
Get to Webb, same as you.
Webb's finished. Disgraced and on the run. What makes you think I care?
Please, don't kid a kidder.
Let's hear it.
It's simple. You know where he is. I have the means to get us there.
And I don't.
Nice try, James. But we both know you're about to burn all bridges. Besides, I already know he's somewhere in the Antarctic Circle, so unless you plan to join a whaling crew, I'm your best shot. I pinned the location. We leave in 24 hours. Bring your trunks.
Well, when one door closes...
See you, Bond.
Take it easy.
You leaving, James?
Afraid so.
Well, hell of a thing you did. See you around.
What's this?
Vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
What's the difference?
I want what I want, James.
When you offered me a ride, I was expecting something a little more airborne.
What can I say? I prefer comfort over speed.
I certainly wouldn't mind your expense account.
Sure it could be arranged?
And who is it you work for again?
Let's just say I've seen the future. And I'm making damn sure I'm on the right side of it. So should you.
That tells me absolutely nothing.
How's your drink?
Complicated. At least tell me what you're after. Seeing as we're in the same boat and all.
A girl is entitled to her secrets, wouldn't you say?
I need to be sure we don't have a conflict of interest.
Oh, it's not what you think.
Try me.
How did your parents die, James?
Doing something they loved.
Not mine. They died doing something they knew was right. And I'm going to finish it.
Webb. You're going to kill him. You could have gotten to him any time when you worked at Web HQ. But why didn't you?
My client wanted to control him. I figured that was a fate worse than death.
And what changed?
You did. You backed him to a corner and made him more volatile, dangerous. In any case, I suppose you did me a favor.
I'm very sorry.
I don't need your pity. Just stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours.
I've upset you. You know, I understand this whole no strings routine. I was on my own for a long time. The thing is, those strings don't hold you back. They keep you up.
Your career with MI6 might be over, but you have a bright future writing fortune cookies.
I hit a nerve.
You must be quite the marksman. What do you plan to do about it?コアーナじゃ20分に合流します。やっぱり1時間ください。
Is this normal? I don't mingle a lot with billionaires.
A client of mine runs a crypto vault out of an old nuclear bunker in the Hindu Kush. I figure normal is a spectrum. Would you mind?
What exactly are we breaking into?
Web Industries' fabled R&D facility. All the greatest breakthroughs were developed right here. That includes the big brain in your basement. I knew about it, just not its exact location. What can I say? Sir Nicholas takes industrial espionage very seriously.
And people want to come here.
You better believe it. It's the ultimate golden ticket.
Still, what's wrong with a tropical island?
Maybe the lease was cheap?
Optic camouflage? Self-heating smart fabric? My compliments to your tailor.
And you sure wear it well.
Eyes on the bad guys.
Cable car station's up ahead.
Steep climb. Sentries?
Expect so. If I can reach that comms relay, I can jam the signal. Should give us an edge.
You brought toys. Nifty.
Here, give me a boost.
Why am I getting deja vu?
I said I was sorry.
Did you?
Sure I did. Meet you at the gatehouse.
She brings a submarine, thermal smartware, jamming device. But does she bring a rope? Look at you go.
Eyes on the bad guys, James.
Oh, now this is where those penalty pull-ups pay off. Now what? Now what have we here? So I figured it out, by the way. Your client is the CIA.
That's so?
Their advances made MI6 top dog in the spy community. I bet the CIA would love to get back in the lead. Webb is the key, but they know he's too patriotic to defect. So they hired you to dig up some dirt on him. When I exposed him, he became a liability. If Webb leaks our secrets, the CIA take a hit as well. This is all just damage control.
Quite the theory.
What was that? Climate change. What, too soon? Close call. So how did I do?
Yeah, no. Not even close.
Really thought I was onto something there. Cable car's leaving.
New arrivals. Mostly senior staff from London HQ. Hopefully we'll be able to blend right in.
It's a big operation.
Webb's rounding up his lieutenants before MI6 can put the thumbscrews on them. It's what I would have done.
You don't say. Reach the lower platform. I see a way in, but there are guards up ahead.
Well, comms are down. We contain it quickly and they won't be able to reach the alarm. You take the one on the right. I'll take the one on the left.
Deal.
Hell, everyone's on edge. Diving unit went out this morning chasing a radar signal. Command thought it might be a UK sub. Turned out to be a humpback. Nearly torpedoed the damn thing.
Bloody hell. We're already at war with His Majesty's government. Let's not add the environmental lobby to the list, eh?
Yeah.
That wasn't necessary.
Means to an end.
That's your way, not mine.
Eggs and omelets, James. I'll meet you up top.
It's futile if you ask me. The site is impossible to hold in the face of a full-scale SBS attack.
The enemy won't dare employ ground troops. St. Nicholas saw to that.
How?
Some kind of deterrent. Their only shot is a supersonic missile strike, in which case, we never know what hits us.
Threat spotted!
This place is a powder keg and no mistake. One of the engineers got cabin fever yesterday. Decided to do a runner. Tanner's team went out looking for him, but the snowmobile tracks were wiped out by the blizzard.
Must be a human icicle by now.
You said it.
Anybody got him? He jumped in the smoke! Locked in. I can't see him! Running won't save you.
Nothing. But I know you're in there somewhere.